We've already seen the world, but we're gonna keep moving until I'm satisfied.
No more moving. I'm tired of moving. We're done moving.
Oh, we're gonna stay here? Well, do you mind if I just stay in my lab until I die?
That's fine, honey.
Okay, great. Hi, Mom. I'm your daughter, Jonah Epic. I eat paint chips and dirt.
Oh, I hope you grow out of that.
Hi, Mom. I'm your son, John Epic, and I hate the Liberal Party, so I'm gonna start a war about it. Oh, by the way, Dad's dead.
Have fun, dear.
Hi, Mom. I have a son now, and I'm gonna name him John Epic.
Go. That was fast. He doesn't have a pig's tail, does he?
Hi, Mom. The war is going well. The people are being slaughtered.
That's fine.
Hi, Grandma.
Who are you?
I'm your grandson, John Epic.
Oh, hi.
Mom's dead.
What? How?
Blood poisoning.
Oh, how sad.
Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna hit on a way older lady. Bye.
What?
Hi, Mom. I'm back, and I no longer wish to wage war.
Oh, did you win?
No. So I thought I would just make little bronze fish until I die.
Okay, dear.
Hi, great-grandma.
Who are you?
I'm your great-grandson, John Epic.
What? When?
Anyway, I had a premonition about my death, so I'm just gonna spend the next 4 years making my death shawl. You know, the shawl that you're gonna put over me when I'm dead. It should take me about 4 years to make the shawl and die.
Oh, you should tell people to write letters to their dead loved ones so that you can take those letters on the day that you die.
Good idea. Hello, grandmother.
Who are you?
I am the son of the great colonel, John Epic.
How nice.
Me and my 12 half-brothers wanted to meet our father.
Okay, but I want all of you baptized. It'll leave a little ash cross on your faces.
That should be fine. As long as the Liberal Party doesn't use that to identify and kill me and all of my half-brothers. Hi, great-grandma.
Who are... never mind.
John Epic is dead. The one who made bronze fish?
Oh, my poor son. When did he die?
2 days ago. He's still under the tree he died at.
What, did no one see him?
Well, you didn't see him either.
I'm actually blind.
Oh.
I'm like the daredevil.
Oh no. Now great-great-grandma is dead.
I am? Well, shit.
100 Years of Solitude. Damn near took me 100 years of solitude to read this book. What's the problem with 100 Years of Solitude? Well, my main issue is how it's written. It's not poorly written. The author clearly knew what he was doing. My biggest problem, though, is the book uses mostly telling to tell the story, which telling is a fine way to tell your story. Don't listen to people who say, oh, you need to show, not tell. Telling is mainly the thing that's used very seldomly. In this book, however, it's done the exact opposite. Telling is the thing that's done like 90 to 95% of the time, and the remaining being a little bit of showing, which I have a problem with. Mainly because through the third-person omniscient point of view, you get absolutely no voice. The characters come off as bland to me, and that's not a generally... That's kind of my hot take. People don't really agree with that, and that's fine. It's considered a classic, has since it came out in the 60s, the 1960s. Another problem I had was the pacing, and this is very odd because it seems like it's moving at a breakneck speed and moving at a snail's pace at the same time. You have characters being born, having life experiences, and then dying all within 20 pages. You have a character, they do stuff, or maybe they don't do stuff. Maybe they're mentioned, and then the next time they're mentioned, they're dead. And you move through characters so quickly, except for Ursula, the first Ursula, who stays around for about 100 years or so. She's very old by the time she does actually die. Ursula is by far the best character, mainly because she sticks around the longest. Of course, I did like the Colonel as well, though longevity is not the only determining factor that makes me like a character or not. I feel like this was a wasted opportunity, mainly, and that's kind of why I don't like this book so much, because I feel like this could have been an entire book series of stories. This could have been like a huge series. Like, the ideas, the events, and the characters could have been exemplary if only they were maybe divided and then expanded upon through like 3 or 5 novels. This could have been amazing. I would have been overjoyed. I would have laughed. I would have cried. I would have enjoyed all of it. But instead, we get characters who last maybe 40 pages, and that's mixed in with other characters, their siblings, or just other people from the same town. And then the next time you hear about that character, oh, by the way, they died. Yeah, I get it. It's deep. It's philosophical. It's all of these things. Yeah, great. It's not entertaining. Does that sound shallow? I don't really care, because 400 pages of just telling me basically a bullet pointed list of things that happen and who does those things, that is very boring. That is very slow. This book took me 6 months to read, and I only got through it because every 20 or 40 pages I had to stop and read a completely different book, finish that, and then come back to this one, get bored with it, and move on to another book, then come back to it. And it was a slog. It was a straight slog. It's also frustrating because the most interesting characters are the ones that you barely hear about. I was very intrigued, maybe 200, 250 pages in, and then I got very, very, very bored. I was intrigued by most of it, if not all of it, before the war. I was intrigued and invested with everything happening during the war. That was all very interesting. After the war, though, it feels like it was just meandering. It feels like there's no purpose. It went on for another 200 pages. And it felt so unnecessary. Mainly because, once again, there's no tone. The pacing is weird. Characters come in, you hear about some of their struggles for 20 pages, and then you find out in 2 sentences that they're sick and they died. And then you move on to whatever Ursula is doing. Basically, I can't recommend this to many people, if any people. If you're a glutton for punishment and you like things like Nostromo, or perhaps, I don't know, something very tedious to read like Pale Fire, then you might like this book. That's another thing about this book. The sentence structure was not what I enjoyed. They're just long and they drag on, just like the book does. There's no point in that. It could have just simply, the sentences need to convey, but I wrote one of them down. I don't remember what part this is from. It's just they're long sentences and they're overly descriptive sentences. She worked out the plan with such hatred that it made her tremble to think about the scheme, which she would have carried out in exactly the same way if it had been done out of love. But she would not allow herself to become upset by the confusion, and went on perfecting the details so minutely that she came to be more than a specialist and was a virtuoso in the rites of death. Now, what the fuck did I just say? Yes, I know, out of context that can be confusing. It's confusing in context. Basically, it's saying a character is conflicted about what she's doing, but she does it anyway. And there are many other ways, many simpler ways, many better ways, I think, that it could have been stated. I think there are many better ways that this book could have been written, that these characters could have been written, that this story could have been told. But, of course, this is heralded as a classic. People out there love this author. I am not one of those people, but hey, whatever. I just don't recommend it. Bye.